Hey guys, so we've had a couple of people who are not very familiar with pancakes reach out to us and just ask us, if we could make a video on how to insert a auto darkening filter or a passive filter in one of these pancake hoods. So right here we have one of our regular models. It's the Gen 2, so it's going to have the flat side and the shoulder cutouts. And this hood has the Genesis eyebox on it. It's going to be the same exact process if you have a wooden box, whether it's the new generation or the old generation. But on the side of the hood here, there is what we call the lens box cap. It's got like a little T-handle looking thing on it. So in order to get this off, you just kind of pull down and roll out. It's got some detents that hold it in place so it doesn't just fall off. And then on the inside of this hood, you're going to have a lens spring in here. This lens spring pushes your whole lens stack to the front of the hood. So what you need to do is reach through the back of the box and put your fingers in there and just kind of pull this spring back, right? And then you have this opening here. So once you pull that spring back, you can take your auto darkening filter with your clear. You're going to want to clear on the front and on the back of this. I just don't want to open any brand new clears for the video. But then you're just going to slide it in there behind that lens. And then that spring will push your entire stack towards the front. And then you go ahead and just put your lens box cap back on. And you're good to go. So at that point, you should be ready to use it. So it is pretty easy to do. If you have a flip up, it's going to be the same essentially. Let me grab one. So as I was saying with the ones that have the flip ups on it, the process is relatively the same. You would pull this off the side. You'd put your clear lens in here only, or your clear lens and a cheater lens if you needed to. Once the clear lens is installed, you can just put the cap back on, and then your actual welding filters are going to go into the flip up. So you would push up, roll out, and then there's two springs in here. There's actually one that's just a retainer. You just slide this retainer out, and then you just have a traditional pancake spring. So we don't have any like proprietary hardware that you can't get commonly for a pancake in this system, except for this retaining spring, but that's not really going to wear out like these would. So anyways, you just put all of your lenses in the front, your clear lens, your welding lens, and then another clear lens, and then you go ahead and replace this spring back in there. There's obviously going to be some tension on it at that point. If you need to reduce tension, you can always take this spring and flatten it out a little bit more to get some of that preload off the lens pack. But then you would just stick this back in here and then slide this spring in from the side under those little tabs, and then it's all done. So that's how you would install welding lenses in both the flip-up and non-flip-up versions. Again, the wooden eyebox and the Genesis eyebox is the same exact process. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments and we'll be more than happy to answer them. Thank you.